What's going on, you guys? So we're back. It's been about a week that we've had this LG G8 dual screen. This is just the phone by itself right now. Starters, the phone by itself, it's pretty cool. Issue is same price for the iPhone 11 and the Samsung's Galaxies. I don't know if I'd pick this over those, but the feature that you're really paying for to make it more interesting is the dual screen. Advantage and disadvantage of it is the bezel right here. You must think of this phone like it's a dual screen monitor or a 3-screen monitor that you'd use on your computer, where you have the bezels, where you work on one thing on one page, work on another thing on that page. Great for multitasking, great for productivity. It's not a fold phone or one big giant screen. I rarely use this phone in wide view, mainly because it got annoying having that bezel in the middle. That's where it got weird, because most of the time I found myself using the phone like this, folded in half, only using the main screen. Which, with all this weight and size, I was better off just using it by itself like this. This was a gimmick. It's cool, it's different. Props to LG for it, but that was it. It was just for a second screen. I'm like, productivity, did it increase? Was I able to do more? Yeah, I'm like, it was cool that I could actually watch YouTube on one channel, work on something else on the other screen, and it not close. YouTube would close up on me, and now I lost whatever I'm watching, so I had to pick. This didn't need that. I had YouTube here, I did whatever I needed here, and it worked out. But it was super annoying using it like this, because the only screen I was using was the keyboard down here, instead of being able to use a wider keyboard. That's something I would recommend them do, is that even if you're doing dual function, to be able to use a wide keyboard like so, but then you can't decide which screen to use it on. Each side has its own keyboard. I was using it like this most of the time. Well, actually, I was using it like this as a stand. When it came to games, even, well, a lot of things using the second screen for was using this screen, or using the secondary screen, because it's smaller and lighter, as my viewing screen, using the main phone as my typing and my controls for games. Kind of reminds me of my 3DS. So this was probably the better way to use it, just because I had a wide screen, still had all my functions down here that I wanted, and I didn't really have to look down. So it's just like this, watch the screen. It's like I was playing a video game pretty much. I had a controller in the bottom and the screen in front of me, straight up like a 3DS. Camera quality, pictures next to each other. Say if you take a picture with this and take a picture with the iPhone 11, straight off, whatever the camera and the AI does to the picture, the iPhone looked better. I like the pictures out of this because it was a little bit more plain. It didn't have as much artificial stuff in it, so I was able to take my picture, put it into an application, and adjust everything the way I wanted it to, and I didn't have to worry about some colors becoming too bright while others are too light. It was too much towards this and that. So for me, this camera, or the pictures, came out better in this than it would have came out of my iPhone. But for most people, they just take a picture, they're like, oh, there you go, and let me post it on social media. On that, it was a cool phone to use. I'm like, it was easy to get used to that dual screen. Like, it was weird at first. You had to figure out how to use it. You couldn't use it wide view. I'm like, it was just too much. This, I never looked at that third screen, or the mini little screen up here. Never used that ever. Even when I pulled it out of my pocket, I just opened it right ahead. There's a cool thing about being able to do this. I'm like, and the hinge is held on. I'm like, it's a pretty good quality hinge. It's held on, it still holds to wherever you put it. That charger is amazing. Where is it? It's a little gimmick too. I'm like, it is USB-C, but once you have the case on it, you have to use this, which is no big deal. I'm like, MagSafe charger. Amazing, right? So that was a cool little thing with it. Battery life? I'm like, surprisingly, the battery will last you all day. From unplugging at 8 o'clock in the morning to like midnight on like daily use. I'm like, if you're not on social media that much, it will last you. And you gotta remember, this battery's running 2 screens. I didn't even try just using one screen the whole entire day. If I would have done that, it probably would have lasted all day with social media running. But just for your everyday texts, email, calls, and just browsing internet and stuff like that, and a little bit of social media, this battery's good enough. But the price, you guys, the price, $750 for this thing. It's cool. Would I pick this over an iPhone 11 or a Samsung Galaxy? I honestly probably wouldn't. Having the second screen's cool, but especially like an Apple, they just run so much. I feel like these run so much smoother than the Androids do. I couldn't see myself giving up my iPhone for this. The Pixel is a phone that I like a lot. I might get that over the iPhone. It's just hard to leave the ecosystem of Apple once you got the computer, the watch, the AirPods. I mean, it just makes it really tough. Real quick though, I know last time I didn't say too much about this. So the screen is the same. Whatever screen we have on this one is the exact same screen they have on this second screen. It does come with Android 9.0 or Pie, but that's out of the factory, which is weird, instead of just coming in with a more up-to-date version. So you do have to update that right off the bat. Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, so it's got a decent chip in it. CPU is an octa-core Adreno 640 GPU. 6 gigabytes of memory, 128 gigabyte of storage. It's got micro SD slot, 3500 milliamp battery. The display is 3120 by 1440, 1440p, 6.1. That's on both. The camera on it is dual. It's got a 12 megapixel and a 16 megapixel. One is a wide view camera while the other one is just your standard. It is a cool phone, just it's not for me. But luckily, it's for one of you guys. The giveaway is happening soon. I think they are announcing the winner on the 14th. Today's the 6th. So you still got a little bit over a week to go ahead and jump on. Hit that subscribe button. Comment something down below. You are automatically entered in a chance to win this very phone. I'm actually going to be boxing this up right now after this video and setting it. Here's my UPS box. I'll be sending this all back to them right now, and they will be picking a winner at random through their little program, and they'll be sending it out to you guys. They will let me know who the winner is, so I'll probably announce it in the video that releases that day. Other than that, you guys, thanks for watching. Get this for yourself if that's your thing. If you're not set on getting an Apple or a Samsung or a Pixel, I feel like this is the fourth best option. Or unless you just want to be different and have two screens, go grab this. Other than that, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.